in a picture of him. I did not show her the picture, but that's besides the point. If I'm lying, I am fucking flying. She said, "Ooh, that's my type now." But that's my type now. If I'm lying, I am flying. Every time this boy do something good for me, she complains. It was a whole situation about my friend too that I never got to the internet, but she made up all these assumptions about my friend and did the same thing with my friend. The only friend that y'all know about, she did the same thing with my friend. It's jealousy. She don't want to see me happy.
Bonjour tout le monde, mon espèce bien. Welcome everyone to Talks of Sensualism with Prophetess Eve, the space where we celebrate the art of seduction, sensuality, and unapologetic confidence. Here, we do not follow trends, we set them. We don't imitate, we create. Women look to us to teach, guide, and inspire. We are the mothers, the leaders, the blueprint for the woman others aspire to become. And in this space, I'll show you how to own your allure, your presence, as well as your power, so you can step fully into the woman that you are meant to be. Confident, magnetic, and unapologetically radiant. This is Talks of Sensualism with Prophetess Eve. Now let's step into this power together. Today, we're going to have a real talk, like a real heart-to-heart about life boundaries and the advice that you allow into your world. I know if you follow me on social media, I talk a lot about young girls being mindful of the advice that they take from older women. We're talking specifically about older women, not all, but those who are not living the life that you want to live when you get older. So what we're going to do is we're going to unpack how some advice is actually rooted in pain, envy, or unresolved trauma, and why it's so important for you as a young woman to discern who you take advice from. And by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to protect your energy, set boundaries, and start building your life the way you actually want it, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. As a young woman, part of your maturity is this. It's stop taking advice from women who aren't living the outcomes of your desires. Before you allow a woman to mentor you, you have to ask yourself a few questions. Now, does she have peace? Is she desired? Is she feminine, graceful, well-balanced? Does she have emotional intelligence? Is she well-spoken? Is she fit? Does she nurture? Does she have a healthy relationship with her daughters, her sons? Does she have a man, a good man who respects her? And because understand this, if a woman has never successfully experienced a healthy relationship with a man, why is she giving relationship advice?
Black men do not heal. They hide. Peep this video because I'm going to drop some free game, ladies. It is not your motherfucking responsibility to lay up there and be his therapist or his goddamn mother. Okay? Don't try to fix that broken man. That is his responsibility and his responsibility alone. Okay? And if he don't want to do the motherfucking work, cut his ass off high and dry and focus on your own healing. You go to therapy. You work on your goals. You get healthy. You go to the gym. You go to the doctor and get everything examined. Okay? Get tested for any types of cancer. Make sure you're up on your breast mammogram. You get a colonoscopy. Okay? Get that thyroid checked. You know, your entire uterus, the cervix. Make sure you don't have no fibroids. Get yourself together. Don't worry about that nigga. Because he don't want to fix himself.
If a woman has never healed, why is she giving spiritual advice? If a woman is not respected, why is she teaching femininity? The results matter. The fruit of her life matters, not her age, not her, I've been through a lot. Everyone's been through a lot. Everyone has been through a lot. Healed women are rare. Wise women with fruit in their life are rare. One thing we discuss a lot in the Black community is jealous mothers, jealous mothers, jealous mothers.
And moms do be jealous of their daughters.
I tell you guys all the time, these jealous mothers, they raise their daughters become adults. Where do these jealous mothers go? I'm gonna tell you exactly where they go. You guys, they're in the call centers.
See, here's the truth why some of the older ladies give you a hard time at the job, and this is especially for my younger girls out there, whether you're in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, even your 40s. Regardless of what age you are and you look youthful, you look young, or you look good for your age, you're going to deal with those older women on the job who may bully you. They may scrutinize you, try to micromanage you, try to sabotage you, and the truth is it has a lot to do with jealousy or misplaced anger or both. Jealousy because when they see you, you're coming in, you're youthful, especially if you're attractive. You're attractive, you dress well, if you're well-spoken, if you're knowledgeable or educated, you have leadership qualities, you're very talented, have this potential about yourself, the way that you carry yourself, and you tend to stand out in that work environment, and you notice how you're admired by some of the other colleagues, you're admired by the customers, or the people in the environment. There's a good narrative about you. People easily gravitate to you when they see you. You have a beautiful spirit and aura about yourself. You have a nice personality, a very personable, pleasant personality. You have a great energy and vibe about yourself. Like, people enjoy seeing you, talking to you, working with you, communicating with you, helping you. And some of those older ladies can't stand that.
They're on social media giving advice, telling you all the wrong things to do. The truth is, some older women are just, in fact, jealous of young girls. This part of life is what a lot of people are afraid to say out loud, but let's be real, okay? They see you having confidence, it's fresh energy, it's potential, it's open paths, and it triggers them because, unfortunately, a lot of them have hit the wall. A lot of them are at the very tail end of what is possible for a woman. When these women see men looking at you with softness and hunger, they see options and opportunity around you. Instead of cheering for you, instead of nurturing you, instead of guiding you like the auntie and the mother should, they criticize you. They warn you about the world through a lens of fear and hate and paranoia. They police you through their own trauma. They want your future to look like their past. This is why every time a young girl is talking about the positive choices that she's making in her life, the responses that she gets from these older women is, well, you're young, you have to keep living, you'll see, it's going to happen to you, just wait on it. What they are doing is trying to create your fate for you, and you cannot allow this to happen. You have to understand that the destiny of these older women, the lives that they lived, is not your destiny. You do not have to repeat their timeline. You get to choose your own womanhood, your own path to femininity. You get to choose your own blueprint for your life. And your mission is to create the life that you desire, not the life someone else settled for. Surround yourself with women who are aligned with your future, not stuck in their past. You have to, as a young woman, begin the process of creating a network, surrounding yourself with women who have healthy boundaries, who have healed their shadow, who speak with clarity and not from a place of jealousy and ego, who have respect for men and the divine masculine instead of demonizing them from a place of trauma and hurt. Women who can receive love and not fight against it. Women who are building something real and embody exactly what it is that they preach. Be reminded that age does not equal wisdom. Being older does not automatically mean that a person is wise, okay? You have some women who have aged, but they have never evolved. They have gone through cycles and cycles and cycles and cycles, experiencing nothing, coming out of nothing, just living the same reality over and over and over again. Why would I, as someone in my 20s, take advice from a woman in her 40 and 50 who's living the same exact reality that I'm currently living? Like, why would I take advice from an older person who's living in the same exact trauma loop for over 30? You're older than me and you're living in the same exact trauma loop. There's a difference between being an elder and just being older. And you have to understand that many older women, they project their regrets onto younger women. They've already done it to their daughters. Their daughters do not talk to them. They have this rage, this fire in their chest, this envy when they see young women who still have options, okay? If they wasted their youth, they want you to waste yours. Misery loves company, and understand that the spirit of misery cannot stand alone. So it seeks for people who has lived the same experience as them. And when they come into the presence of a person who has not lived their experiences or who's doing the work to avoid those experiences, they would do everything in their power to convince you that you're just like them. You're not doing anything different. You can be just like me. They feel as if hitting the wall together feels less painful to them, but you're not going to hit the wall, are you? Do not allow an older woman to use her age to hide her bitterness and disguise it as guidance. Men ain't shit, decenter men, all these niggas is the same. That's not wisdom, okay? That's trauma talking. And a lot of older women have never healed. And what they do is they call this lack of healing independence, okay? Pain can masquerade itself as advice. And please be mindful that this is a form of manipulation. And evolved women who are building their own blueprint to their lives, goddess archetyped women, they do not get manipulated, at least not easily. Do not take advice from outcomes you do not want. When evaluating a woman's advice, look at her relationships with her daughters. Again, her relationships with men. Does she have a good man? Is she mentally and emotionally stable? Does she speak life, or does she speak fear over everything that you say you want to do with your life? Does she live a life that you'd actually want? Does she look the way you'd actually want to look? Does she carry herself the way you'd carry yourself at her age? There is a difference between an elder and an older person. You have to understand a lot of older women are in competition with younger women. You can tell by the way they look, the way they carry themselves, and again, the advice that they give. And they'll try to pressure you into taking their advice by saying, well, I'm older. I've been there, I've done that. When you take advice, you're literally downloading someone else's belief system, and subconsciously we pick up their fears, okay? You inherit their timelines. This is someone building and creating your own blueprint for you. And again, that's not what evolved women do. Their low vibration becomes your narrative if you adopt it. Whoever you allow to mentor you influences your worldview. So first ask yourself, how do I view the world? How do I want to view the world? Where do I stand and where do I want to stand in the world? Understand that your belief about relationships, your belief about life, your belief about womanhood comes from repeated voices. What were these voices around you saying, and what would you prefer them to say? Do not allow yourself to be tricked by women who are envious of your youth, your softness, your potential, who are jealous of the attention that you receive naturally. Some older Black women treat young Black girls as competition, not daughters. And I just said this, you guys, competition, not daughters. They want to be you. They want the same outcome. This is the reason why you see a lot of older Black women who literally try to look and try to dress, speak the same lingo. They go and get BBLs just so that they can look younger. If she herself as an older woman couldn't attract the masculine protection, why would you take advice on men from her? Okay. Women who have happy relationships, who have happy lives, are not online telling you to decenter men. They're not online telling you, oh, it's okay to be fat. What these older women are essentially trying to do is they're trying to humble you. They're trying to humble you. Again, this is the reason why they try to convince you that what they have gone through, you're going to go through too. You're no different than them. Everything they went through, you're going to go through. You're a Black girl, all these niggas is the same. It's the same story generation after generation after generation. And frankly, I'm fucking tired of hearing it. Your job, again, as an evolved woman, as a seductive, as a sensual woman, as again, that goddess archetype, is to own your own future, okay? You're blueprinting your future right now. Feminine protection equals boundaries around what advice you allow in your life, who you allow to be your mentor. Do not repeat the same generational regrets in someone else's generational curses because you're taking their advice. Some of the advice and the lessons that they teach is coming from unresolved pains. And we have to stop borrowing other people's trauma like it's a freaking personality trait and curating their voices. Not every voice gets access to my subconscious. Do not give every voice access to your subconscious. Your life as a young woman is the result of the advice that you accept. There is absolutely nothing wrong with older women giving young girls advice. I say always keep you a few older women in your bag, but be mindful of who these older women are, again, how they carry themselves, and how you want to carry yourself when you are their age. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on Talks of Sensualism with Prophetess Eve. Now, remember, this is your journey. This is your power, your presence, your sensuality. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and protect your energy. Keep building your life intentionally, confidently, and unapologetically. Again, we are not followers. We are trendsetters, leaders, and mothers of the feminine future. Step into your power, own your space, and show the world the woman you were always meant to be. Until next time, ladies, stay radiant, stay confident, and stay sensual in every sense.